If you're getting this video and you're seeing this, you're a good friend of mine, or you're someone that I've built a relationship with in some way or somehow. And I decided to do this video so that I could send it out to many different friends. As you know, today it's not always easy to find the time to be able to answer a phone and have a live conversation or even be able to meet in person. But I just want to give you a very, very specific overview and update on Solavei. And I ask as my friend that you really hear me out here. Most of you know me. I share to share. I never share to convince. We don't need you to get involved in order for this to work. But there are some important factors here that you may or may not know. And with everything you have going on in your life, maybe you've kind of heard about Solavei, maybe you and I have exchanged some text messages or chatted on Facebook, or you've seen some of my posts. But I really wanted to take just a couple of minutes. So I'm asking that you'd really listen to what I'm about to share here, okay? Number one is there is a thing called social commerce, and it is for real. And what it is it's business that's being done through social media. Let me tell you why it's such a big deal. If you have a DVR at your house, more than likely you record shows, and then you are probably like Caroline and I, you go and watch those shows later, and guess what you fast forward through? You fast forward through the commercials. See, billions and billions of dollars are getting ready to shift because the traditional ways of advertising and reaching the masses are no longer effective. They're not working the same. And as you probably have noticed if you're on Facebook, and I'm sure you are, there are a lot more ads and a lot more advertising happening through social media today than there were even 3 or 6 months ago. Solavei is a leader in social commerce. The next thing is we are so much more than just a mobile provider. Although, if you want to think about how big it was that we started out in the mobile industry, there are 330 million active cell phone accounts in America, and there are 5 billion with a B in the world. We have, in 4 months, launched the USA and have enrolled over 125,000 people in mobile service with Solavei on the backbone of T-Mobile's 4G nationwide network. We've broken all kinds of records. Well, we've just announced that we're going to be opening up international expansion and going into Europe within the next 6 months. Caroline and I have already achieved a level and a rank that will position us to be a part of that launch team and will give us benefits like knowing in advance and getting first dibs on opening up Europe. And you guys know that when you start thinking about the possibility of earning an income and having 5 billion people initially as your candidates and your prospects, there's huge opportunity here. The other thing is other products and services. We are now going to be moving into the retail sector of social commerce, and because of the leverage of what we do, we're going to be able to make dollars that we already spend, like at Target, Home Depot, Sam's, and many, many other companies, go so much further and then actually get cash back and rewarded, kind of like you would on a credit card, only better. Guys, this is just the beginning. Imagine when we're able to pull off this same type of relationship with a DirecTV or a Dish or Cox or AT&T Uverse or whatever it may be, and we're able to come in and offer the same type of value proposition with cable TV. Guys, I want you to think about the next 20 years. I want you to think about where we're headed in mobile. I want you to think about where we're headed with social. Can you imagine, seriously, no joke, no BS, no hype, matter of fact, if you were listening to my voice and I was talking to you about the Facebook and it was 2004, this is the kind of opportunity that is presenting itself with Solavei, okay? Residual income. Guys, we all have reoccurring expenses. Building residual income is one of the wisest decisions any of us can do financially, and it is so critical to our long-term financial health. Because as we get older, as we have kids, depending on our stage of life, we don't have the same level of energy and the same level of time, and there are so many factors that can affect our income. I was a person at one point making 20 grand a month, and found myself within a couple of years on food stamps and government assistance. I mean, as quickly as you can build it, it can be taken away. And I didn't have residual income. It was something I had to continue to produce at. Guys, in just 4 months from launch, 6 months from even knowing about Solavei, we've built a residual income of $7,000 a month. That's 84 grand a year that just because people are now paying their cell phone bill to Solavei, we make that every single month, every single year without fail. It's built. It's not going anywhere, and we don't have to do anything for any of these members to continue to have that come in. We're only continuing to build because it's going to grow even more. Guys, what would happen in your life if you had $1,000 a month coming in that you didn't have to keep working for? What if it was 5 grand? What if it was 7? What if it could grow to 10 or 20 in the next 3 or 4 or 5 years? Guys, this is serious. This is real. There is no lotions, potions, or pills. There's no auto ship. There's no entry fee. You don't have to pay an extra recruiting startup, come join this for $400. There's none of that crap. You just get 4G nationwide good mobile service with T-Mobile's network with Solavei. You share it with friends and you get paid. We've had almost 4,000 people actually sign up and join. We've already got 3,100 of them who are active. They're paying their bill. They're on. They're activated. Their SIM card's good. They're using the service. Everything is great. Folks, I never dreamed that could happen in this short amount of time. We've only enrolled 70 or 80 people personally, and that has grown to 3,000 to 4,000 people. This is a big deal. T-Mobile was the right company because you can't go and partner with the big dogs like the AT&T and the Verizon. They don't think they need a Solavei. They don't need a revolution because they already think they're the biggest, baddest thing going. T-Mobile was the perfect company. They are a top 4 provider. They do have 4G nationwide network. They do have 30 to 40 million of their own customers, and they are aggressively, in the next 2 to 3 years, planning to become the #1 provider in America. They're owned by Deutsche Telekom. That's why we're probably going into Europe. I'm just asking you as a dear friend, please, seriously, not begging you, but genuinely, have a live conversation with me. Let's talk on the phone. Meet me for coffee or lunch if you live in Oklahoma or somewhere close. I'll drive to Dallas. I'll drive to Kansas City. Not for my sake, for your sake. This is a big deal. I have so many connections and so many friends. I'm so blessed that we have a lot of people that we love, like, and trust. And I wanted to get this video out to you. And I am genuinely asking you, even if I've asked you before, even if I've been following up with you, even if you said no, even if you're in a contract, even if you think you're too busy, sit down with me. Let's have a 30-minute conversation. Drill me with all your questions and your concerns. Hit me. And if after you get all the facts, you don't see what I see, a chance to get absolutely stone cold wealthy, a chance to impact and change the lives of average and ordinary people, and to be on the front end of one of the biggest trends that's coming, which is social commerce in the next 5, 10, 15, and 20 years, fine. I won't ask you anymore. But I'm just telling you, this is something big, and you're going to want to be a part of it. If nothing else, cut your cell phone bill down. Get the best value for cell phone service out there. And then let's figure out how it can make sense in your mind and heart so you can have the belief to go out and build a residual income and a network so you can be freed up to continue to enjoy all the other things in your life that you love and not need to go do it to make money. God bless you. I appreciate your friendship, and I genuinely hope that I get a phone call, a text message, or an email, or a message on Facebook that we can go to lunch, coffee, or dinner, or talk on the phone very, very soon. Have a great day. You know how much I care about you. Bye-bye.